typical placement that takes 2 weeks can cost about... I didn't know this at all, so it was kind of a shock, and you're just like, oh, what is this? Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is May. I'm a final year vet student, and today I'll tell you about the 5 things I wish I knew before applying to vet school. So I would say that after knowing these 5 things, I don't think I would have done anything different. I would still apply to veterinary medicine because I think it is such a great degree, but I think it would be useful to know before I applied. So yeah, let's go. So, number 1, the cost. Vet school can be quite costly. It's not only a longer course, so you have to pay more fees, you also have to pay for your expenses when you're on EMS placements, which are your extramural studies that you have to do in the UK. So we have to do a total of 36 weeks across the whole 6 years or 5 years of your course. Granted, COVID restrictions has changed that a little bit for some years, but still, typical placement that takes 2 weeks can cost about 200 to 300 pounds maybe if you are an international student like me and you have no car, so you have to pay for trains, you have no accommodation, so you have to find somewhere to stay. So it can be a bit costly. And during your summer holidays, you'll be doing EMS most of the time, so you don't really have time to do summer jobs, so that's something to factor in and take into account of. Second thing, the average salary of a vet in the UK. So the fresh grad salary at the moment from the grad schemes that I'm looking at in 2020, 2021, the average is about 28k to 30k a year. And of course, it depends on what type of practice you go to and the location of your practice. But overall, I would say that 28k to 30k for your first year is pretty decent wage. However, if you compare it to law or finance or consultancy, it's not that much, and the pay increment doesn't look very appealing when you compare to other professions. A survey that has been done has shown that the UK vet salaries are stagnating or in decline at the moment. Whether or not that would change, who knows? But to quote my housemate, you can probably get a better paid corporate job by doing a less demanding degree. But then again, most of us got into this job not because of the money, but because of the meaningful and impactful things that we can do by saving animal lives. So by saving animals' lives. Animal lives? By saving animals. So moving on, next point. So your non-vet peers will graduate before you and it will feel slightly weird. I remember social media has made it so easy for us to compare our highlight reels with other people's highlight reels or other people's highlight reels to our not so highlight reels, and that can be upsetting sometimes. Easy solution is just don't look at social media. But I guess having the expectation that, okay, my friends are gonna graduate after 3 years and they're gonna start their jobs for 3 years, so they'll probably start saving up to get a house, get a higher paycheck, start getting engaged. So crazy, so many people are getting married, popping babies, that's not okay. But yeah, so it'll feel a little bit weird, but just remind yourself that life is not a pace, and that life is not a race and you can go at your own pace. So just keep that in mind and then you'll be fine, really. 4, you learn anatomy by doing dissections on cadavers in 1st and 2nd year. So I didn't know this at all, so it was kind of a shock when we turned up on the first day with our labs and we have a cadaver there stenched in formalin, filling the whole lab, and you're just like, oh, what is this? Doing cadaver dissections is pretty useful to visualize the anatomy and visualize where all the muscles and nerves and vessels are, but it's definitely not something you want to do first thing in the morning after a hard night out, so you know, just worth bearing that in mind. Number 5. The academic workload can be pretty intense in the vet degree. So your first 3 years or first 2 years, you spend learning things about physiology, biochemistry, pathology, and sometimes you learn nitty-gritty details that you're like, why do I need to know the G protein coupling receptor and how it works? And then you feel like, I'm just sitting this exam just to pass, to get onto the next level, to get into clinical year. Trust me, I've been there when it's really late at night and you're still trying to figure out why you need to know that penicillin is bactericidal by inhibiting the peptidoglycan synthesis by binding to the beta-lactam ring. Like, why? So actually, when you fast forward to clinical years, there is some use because you kind of need to know what type of bacteria, if the bacteria has a cell wall, what type of antibiotics to use. So painfully, you have to learn these things, and most of them As you progress through the years, you will repeat this information and it will stick in your head. But as for the time being, I guess try to treat it as a way as you're leveling up to each stage, so you have to do the exams and do each exam well, and try not to get frustrated and upset that you have to go through this to get to clinical years, because when you get to clinical year, trust me, it is worth it. I'm really enjoying clinical years. It is so fun. Also terrified of graduating. But yeah, if you're in preclinical years and you're watching this, hang in there. You can do it. You got this. Pass the exams. Just do it. And you will thank yourself in the future when you are in clinical years. It's fun. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Lastly, a bonus sixth thing. I wish I knew what type of study, what type of learner I am before making my notes and everything. So I struggled a lot in the first few years, and I still struggle to this day. So I'm changing up my studying methods all of the time. I've tried handwriting notes, I've tried typing up notes, I've tried group study sessions, and now recently I'm trying this active recall and interleaving method. I'll put some links to the YouTube videos that mention these study methods. But basically for me so far, I found that group study works the best when we test each other and like actively recall things and discuss it. It sticks better in my head, so I guess I'm more of an auditory learner. But worth taking a quiz again, or like trying different study methods to find out what works for you. That will make you study very efficient in vet school. Yep, that's all I have for now. If you like this kind of videos, be sure to like and let me know, subscribe, and maybe I'll make more of them. Right, see you next time and bye. Rewind.